In downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Once again, Nashville Sounds and Memphis Redbirds in action. Game 2 of a 6-game series. Alex Cora with you here on Valley Live. Glad you could join us for Game 2 of 6. Michael McGreevy on the mound for the Redbirds against Evan McKendry for the Nashville Sounds. Let's give you some lineups as we promised. We'll start with Nashville. Pretty similar, at least the first 1 through 5 from Tuesday night's 15-2 win for the Sounds. Chris Roller leads off. He's out in right field. Joey Weimer, he bats second in center. Tyler Black, the first baseman, bats third. Designated hitter Brewer Hicklin in the cleanup spot. Eric Haas will do the catching and bat fifth. Owen Miller at third base in the sixth spot. 7 through 9, it's Vinny Capra, the shortstop. Yanni Hernandez, the second baseman. And Chavez Young in left field rounds out that 9. Again, Evan McKendry on the mound for Nashville. He's 0-1 with a 4.22 ERA in 2 starts this year. How about the home Memphis Redbirds? Michael McGreevy just about ready to lead them out to the field. Finished up his warm-up tosses, now beginning the walk back from the left center field bullpen. The 9 behind him and the 9 at the plate for the Memphis Redbirds. Jose Fermin leads things off. He's top 10 in batting average in the International League at .391 coming into play. Jared Young, he's out in left, batting second. Thomas Ajayci in the 3 spot at second base. Cesar Prieto, 3 homers this season. The cleanup batter and third baseman. Lucan Baker at first base, bats fifth. Alfonso Rivas, a designated hitter, will bat sixth. Moises Gomez in right 7-hole. 8-hole Matt Koperniak in center. And Gavin Collins getting his second start of this season behind the plate. He bats ninth and will make his AutoZone Park debut in his first season with the Memphis Redbirds. Memphis 2-2 here at AutoZone Park. Nashville 3-3 away from their home ballpark, just across the state in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. First Horizon Park. This is game 2 of that 6-game series. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow to make up for the rainout in yesterday afternoon's scheduled game. 2 7-inning ball games. Game 1 getting underway at 5:05 p.m. Central Time. 3:05 first pitch on Saturday afternoon, and a 1:05 series finale comes Sunday afternoon, and the Redbirds will head out to Gwinnett for a 6-game series come next Tuesday. Umpiring crew on this Thursday, and really this entire series, they line up like this tonight. Calvis Velez behind home plate will be aided by the ABS system to call balls and strikes. Macon Hammond down the line at first, and the crew chief, Jen Powell, down the line at third. Jen had the plate back on Tuesday. This is the final ABS game, even though it's just game 2 of this series. Since Friday, we'll be using that challenge system. We will indeed use that for both games of that doubleheader and the final 4 in this 6-game series. McGreevy, cup of water before he goes back out there. He is 0-1 with a 7 flat ERA. 9 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, 1 home run on this 2024 season. This will be his 3rd start and 2nd here at AutoZone Park. Last time out here at AZP was opening day. 5 innings, 2 runs on 8 hits, no walks, struck out 2. Redbirds won that game 6-5. He threw 71 pitches in a no decision. And McGreevy leads out the Redbirds, playing as the Memphis Chicks on this Throwback Thursday. Memphis Chicks. Defensive alignment for the Memphis Redbirds. Out and left, it's Jared Young. Matt Koperniak runs down things in center. Moises Gomez out and right. Cesar Prieto, the third baseman. Jose Fermin at second. Thomas Ajayci at second. I should say Fermin playing short, of course. Ajayci at second. Lucan Baker at first, and Gavin Collins doing the catching for McGreevy. Michael, right-handed pitcher. 6'5", 220 pounds, 23-year-old from San Clemente, California. First round pick back in 2021. Again, last season in Springfield, up with Memphis for the majority of the year following that. Led the Redbirds in a number of categories last season, including innings pitched. So far, this is third start, all three coming with the Memphis Redbirds. One more time, the Sounds lineup due up in this first inning: Chris Roller, Joey Weimer, and Tyler Black. Middle three: Brewer, Hicklin, Eric Haas, Owen Miller. And the final third of the order: Vinny Capra, Yanni Hernandez, and Chavez Young. Roller steps toward that right-hand batter's box. McGreevy digs into the back of the mound there, grabs the rosin bag. Just about ready for first pitch here at AutoZone Park. Michael out of the windup. First pitch is in there for a strike. 4 minutes behind schedule. 6:49 first pitch. Going to be a great weather weekend the rest of the way after 2 days full of rain. Bouncer to third, and a good play by Prieto. One up and one down for McGreevy. Get used to that. Ground balls all day and all night long, even if your name is not Chris Roller against McGreevy. Roller retired 5-3. Joey Weimer now leaves that one outside. Weimer, a 2 RBI double in the game on Tuesday. Also walked. Chopper toward third, but off the front foot of Weimer, and he's in some pain in that batter's box. One of the Nashville athletic trainers will go out to check on him. That's Jeff Paxson, the head athletic trainer. There was a sinker in on the hands at 90 miles an hour, and he pounded it straight into that left foot. You can see him saying, wow, in the pain. Can't tell if he's wearing a guard under the pants on that ankle foot area, but even if he is, usually misses those paddings. 1-1 count on Weimer. Sinker low that time. Quite the big staff for Rick Sweet and the Nashville Sounds. Fly ball toward right. Gomez back a couple steps, and he's there. 2 up, 2 down. Seven-man coaching staff, and that doesn't count the support staff of 2 trainers and 2 strength and conditioning specialists as they're listed. For Nashville. Pitch misses low. Tyler Black, the batter. First baseman. See the numbers right there on your screen. He had a couple runs batted in on Tuesday. A Toronto, Canada native. Also a 2021 draft pick. Top couple rounds. Technically a competitive balance round pick, but at the tail end of that first round. Just a couple behind McGreevy. 2-1. Bouncer up the middle. Sajasi rounds the baseball, throws to first, and it's beat out. A slow chopper, 64 miles an hour through the legs of McGreevy, and it's going to be an infield single. Jam shot actually just to the left of McGreevy, and didn't have much of a chance to get that ball, but so JC was a little deep in that hole. Nothing you really could do about that. Brewer Hicklin, designated hitter. Swings and misses. And a home run to right center field off of Josh James, and that was the first home run that a Redbirds bullpen arm has allowed this season. Came in Game 10. Had a good run to start the season, in that category at least. And of course came in the driving rain. A late portion of that rain-shortened 15-2 win. Last saw McGreevy last Friday at Indianapolis. 5 runs on 8 hits in 4 innings of work. Did allow a home run. And 3 of those 5 runs came in the first inning. Now he gets away momentarily from Collins. His throw down is good, but it hops past JC into center. Black holds at second. Don't believe he was moving on the pitch, so it will just be a wild pitch. Nashville ran quite a bit on Tuesday. They stole 3 bases. That was almost a perfect throw. Runner in scoring position. 1-2 count and 2 outs. Good stop there by Collins as well. Collins, a good story. We'll get in more when he comes to the plate. Batting 9th today for Memphis, but 9th season in minor league baseball for him. Two. That's in there for strike 3. Slider catches the ABS zone at the knees. McGreevy, a smirk on his face, but he'll take it. A strikeout strands a runner at second. A scoreless first. Redbirds get their first looks at Evan McKendry on this Thursday night. Swinging first pitch is Jose Fermin. Bounces it to his manager, Ben Johnson at third base. Coach in third. Line shot into left. Fermin, another base hit. He continues to mash that baseball to start this 2024 season. Came in top 10 in batting average at .391. He adds to it with a leadoff single. Fastball on the inner half, and he turns on it. Came in tied for 8th with that .391 average. Jared Young skies that one into right. And that's the first out. Evan McKendry, he was a familiar foe last season. He made 4 starts against the Redbirds. That has to be most of any arm. Made 3 of those starts with the Durham Bulls and 1 with the Nashville Sounds. He was traded over to the Brewers system at the deadline last year. Nashville was actually here in Memphis during that trade deadline, and Alex Jackson, their catcher, was the one that went to Tampa Bay in that trade. Bouncing ball right side. They bluffed a steal attempt, and it might work. And it did. Jose Fermin to second. 1, maybe 2 steps toward the bag with Fermin acting as if he were trying to steal on the pitch. And it kind of moved Hernandez over and helps the JC get that knock. I mean, 1 more step to his left and he likely gets to that baseball. First and second, 1 out for Prieto. That's fouled back. In those 4 starts against Memphis last year for McKendry, he was pretty dominant. 3-0 record, a 3.22 ERA. And in September, in a start with Nashville against Memphis, that one's inside-out swing into center. Weimer there, makes the catch. Throw to second. Vermeen has to dive back, and he's safe. Two outs, two on for five-hole hitting Baker. Two singles and two flyouts for Memphis in this first inning. But on September 6th last season, McKendree 7 1/3, 1-run, 2-hit baseball. That was the deepest start for any Sounds pitcher in all of 2023. Really smooth, talented right arm from the U. Back pick to second for me and right on top of it. I haven't seen a move like that much from a right-hander. Breaking ball in there for a strike, a changeup at 76. Third start for McKendree. Looking for his first win. Fouls that one off the mask of Kelvis Velez, the home plate umpire, and his Baker. Redbird lineup today against McKendree, a combined 4 for 25, but all 4 of those hits for extra bases. 2 doubles and a pair of homers, including one for Baker, who takes it low. Lukin 1 for 2 lifetime with the long ball. 1-2's a count on him. He hits that one. It's deep out toward left. At the wall is Young, and he'll watch it go. 3-run home run for Lukin Baker, his third of the season, and the Redbirds grab a first inning lead. First Redbird into double digits in the RBI total. He ties Cesar Prieto for the team lead in long balls. And crushed that hanging changeup that was in off the plate. And hits it to his favorite part of the ballpark, the bluff out there beyond the left field wall. Alfonso Rivas. Fouls that one toward third. Rivas struggling to get that average up, but again, he's walking very much. Taking really good at-bats. Leaves that one up and away. Two singles and a home run in this first inning for Memphis. Rivas has walked yet again, sets up Moises Gomez now with 2 out. That's Rivas' 8th walk of the season. Just outside the top 10 in the International League now with that total. Leads the team, and Gomez fouled that one off the knob. Gomez also with a home run lifetime against McKendree. That's his only hit. 1 for 9 with 4 strikeouts and the long ball. Ian Baker homered in the same inning on opening day 2 weeks ago tomorrow. That's Gomez's only home run of the season. He's driven in 4. Just out with the fastball. Rivas runs it first, held on by Black. Good patience from Gomez not to chase the sweeper well low and away. 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio entering this start for McKendree. 9 strikeouts, 3 walks. He's already walked 1, and he has walked another. That one missed, maybe 2 inches low. Back-to-back 2-out walks follow the 2-out 3-run home run. And Memphis has an 8th to the plate in the first. Remember the final out of the top half of the inning. It was a slider that barely clipped the zone. McKendree couldn't get the same luck with that fastball. Matt Koperniak to the plate. First and second for him. Bouncing ball toward first. Black now in foul territory. Sprints to the bag and gets the out. Redbirds grab 3 on a 3-run homer from Lucan Baker. Michael McGreevy, a 3-run lead to work with now. Out for his second inning. Struck out Brewer Hicklin to end the first, stranding a 2-out single. First pitch to Eric Haas misses high. Very strong 14-pitch first inning. Ground out, fly out, single, and the strikeout. 2-0 here. Lucan Baker supplying the power and 3 runs in that first. Brought home Jose Fermin and Thomas Sajaci. Grade 1. Michael had allowed 16 hits in 9 innings coming in. That's chopped foul. There's one of them for a home run. Notable ground ball guy with that sinker slider combo. Not a ton of the contact that he gives up is particularly hard, but does allow a lot of contact. Not a bad thing. 3-2. Haas fouls that off. Always breathing deep on that mound. Is 3-2. In the air toward right, Gomez, he's sprinting back, further back, now parallel to the wall and tracks it down. Moises Gomez makes the play for out number 1. Wind was supposed to be jetting out of here to right today, according to the forecast. It was at first pitch, but luckily for Michael McGreevy there, no wind to speak of on that play. Flags in center field, barely moving. 1 down for Owen Miller. Fouled away. When the roster came out this season, the expectation when you looked up and down it, in order to win, it was going to be two things that were going to lead that. Hitting home runs and good starting pitching. When you look at the Redbirds' wins, it's been that has led them to those. McGreevy, a good start on opening day. Got a couple of home runs in that one. First Saturday, hit 5 home runs in a game and got a great start from Adam Kloffenstein. Bouncing ball toward third. Prieto waits back on it. Gets behind the throw. A strong one. On the 4-game losing streak at Indianapolis, it was some tough starts and the lack of the long ball. Of course, a lot of that trend just how simply baseball is played these days. But when you got a guy like that at first base who hits a ton of them, why not lean on it? He's going to have a chance here unless called off by Sajasi. He will be. Thomas makes the catch in the outfield grass. 2 scoreless for Michael McGreevy. 3 up, 3 down in the second. Redbirds can add more. Catcher Gavin Collins will lead things off for Memphis here in the bottom of the second inning. His first plate appearance here at AutoZone Park. Takes one in there for a strike. 1 for 3 with a double in his lone game of this season back at Indianapolis. Takes that one low and away. Do have some defensive changes for the Nashville Sounds already. Roller, who began the game as a leadoff batter and right fielder, he has come out. Chavez Young has moved over to right. And Isaac Collins, as a foul ball is called here, as Gavin Collins grounds that one foul. Jen Powell, third base umpire, pointed foul instead of tossing up those hands. But right on it. Ben Johnson doesn't necessarily agree. She's looking right down that third base line. Isaac Collins now, the left fielder. He will bat in Roller's spot and due up third in the top of the third inning. (9-1-2) here in the second for Memphis. They lead 3-0. Outside, full count. Collins spent last season in independent ball at the Kansas City Monarchs. Fly ball toward left. First chance for Isaac Collins. He makes the catch near the line. And that is out number 1. Collins flies to Collins. Back to the top of the order in Jose Fermin. Fastball on the inside portion, drove it to left. Jumps out of the way of that sweeper. Fermin with his 10th hit in his 9th game of the season. 2-1 from McKendry. Walked a pair in that first. Did not strike anybody out. Check swing, appeal to first, and he went around. Says Macon Hammond, first base umpire. McKendry's season high pitch count as that one is floated to left center. Joey Weimer calls off Collins. 2 outs. 86 pitches back in his first start at Toledo. He's at 34 through an inning and 2/3. Jared Young saw one of those last inning. He flied to right. Was the first out in that frame. 3-run first inning for Memphis. A 3-run shot from Lucan Baker. Bouncing ball right side. Hernandez on the outfield grass. 3 up and 3 down for each pitcher in the second through 2. 3-zip Redbirds. Michael McGreevy, just 1 base runner through 2 innings so far. Steps to the plate. Johnny Hernandez, the 8-hole man. McGreevy fires a strike with the changeup. 1 strikeout. No walks, no runs, 1 single. Against the right-hander. That's fouled and out of play. First time he's gone scoreless in both the first and second innings this season. And just start number 3. Hernandez out of the 9-hole yesterday. Reached base 4 times, scored 3 times, and drove in 3 runs. 2-2 count on him. Off the fist, just barely gets that one. Ran in with the fastball. Gravy known for his control. Peppering strikes so far here tonight. Using 5 pitches in his mix. Sinker the most often. 2-2. And a base hit toward left. That's down the line. It'll be cut off by Jared Young. Trying to go to second. Hernandez. Throw is in. It's great. And the tag is on. Jared Young throws the man out from left. And there's 1 down in the 3rd. Little smirk on Sajasi's face. I don't think Hernandez thought he was tagged. We'll see here from a great angle. Jen Powell, second base umpire, punches him out. Throw beats you by that bad. It's going to be an out, as it should be. Looked like he got the tag in there anyway. Chavez Young takes a strike. Will go down as a single. Thrown out at second, trying to turn it to a double. Second outfield assist of the season for Memphis. First by Jared Young. Chavez Young takes one that bounces in. Handful of plate appearances for him this year. He's done well with them, 364. 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored. Hit well toward right, but right at Moises Gomez makes the basket catch. 2 down. There's 2 hits through the first 9, scoreless through the first time through. And now Isaac Collins. It's his first plate appearance. Came in as a defensive replacement in the bottom half of last inning for Chris Roller. He went into left as Chavez Young went to right. He takes a strike. McGreevy comfortably out of the windup. In the air towards center. Playable for Kaperniak. Drifts back. 7 in a row sent down by Michael McGreevy. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. Redbirds lead 3-0. Got a little more intense right before that was broken up. Jen Powell, crew chief, sprinted down just to make sure nothing got out of hand. So JC takes a strike. Thomas singled the opposite way back in the first inning. Came in to score on the Lucan Baker 3-run homer. Thomas had a birthday yesterday. Lines that one toward right. Sprinting back is Young, and he makes the catch. He's tested for the first time since moving to right. So JC turned 22 yesterday. Cesar Prieto skied to center in the first. Diving stop by Black. It was on a hop. McKendry covering first. Nice play by the first baseman there. 2 up, 2 down. Not a hot shot by any means, but still a difficult play to his right. Well, here's Lucan Baker. 3-run home run in that first inning. Maybe a little celebratory home run, huh? Yesterday, he and his wife announced baby girl Baker coming in October. Congratulations to them. Just an awesome family that's going to get a bit bigger in a couple months. And their first strike. Did not go, says Hammond down at first. Lucan now with 12 runs batted in and those 3 homers. Those 12 RBIs puts him into a tie for 5th in the International League. Couple of Durham players tied there, Goodrum and Jackson. Jackson, the man that McKendry was traded for last year. That one's powered towards center. AutoZone Park holds this one for Joey Weimer. 3 up and 3 down for McKendry. He's also retired 7 straight. We're through 3 at AutoZone Park. Redbirds by 3. Rick Sweet not going to get called with a pitch clock violation here, but clearly upset about something. A couple of half innings in a row. And that one a little bit more extended, got a little more heated. Especially as Jen Powell, the crew chief, came in. Upset about something. We still have not figured out why as Weimer takes that one off the fists. They're going to call it a hit by pitch. And now Ben Johnson's going to be hot coming out. He's going to take off and rip off his sweatshirt, throw it onto the field, and here we go. They appealed to first to see if he swung. Let's see. I mean, Weimer's hanging over home plate anyway. I mean, you'd think he'd react a little bit more in pain than that. Found a ball off his foot earlier and struggled with it, as would everybody, but didn't react in pain at all on that one. Elvis Velez, home plate umpire. Macon Hammond, first base umpire. And Jen Powell, crew chief. Discussing things. Darwin Marrero immediately threw his hands up. Almost lost the clipboard. And they correctly changed things to a foul ball. Each manager has had a gripe here through 3+ innings. Oh, 1. He might not need to put that sweatshirt back on. And how hot he was. Line drive toward right. Gomez, couple false steps, but makes the play. All that for an out. Tyler Black, pull shift with Prieto, third baseman, in on the cut. Right to that pull shift of Sajasi, 2 down. 3 pitches and 2 outs for McGreevy. He's had the stuff working, pitching to contact, just 1 out via strikeout. No walks just yet. He's allowed 2 hits, but one of them cut down at second, trying to make it a double. Outfield assist from Jared Young, the left fielder, threw out Yanni Hernandez to lead off last inning. First pitch up and away. ABS strike right there. 1-1. Missed the spot on the cutter. Still gets that strike. A lone strikeout came on a similar type with the slider. Bounces out one in, stopped by Collins. Cardinals not in action today. St. Louis heads across the country. Will take on the Arizona Diamondbacks for a weekend series at Chase Field. That one in the air, well hit. Left center, playable. Young, warning track, makes the catch. 10 straight sent down in order by Michael McGreevy as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Right where we are here in this bottom of the 4th. Redbirds looking to continue on here and add on to this lead to try to even up this series at a game apiece. Alfonso Rivas, left-handed batter here to start things off for Memphis. Alfonso drew his 9th walk of the season back in that first with 2 outs. Part of back-to-back walks following the home run. That's in there for a strike. Alfonso came in with a on-base percentage just shy of 400 despite the batting average being at 174. That'll turn around though. And works another walk. That'll continue to skyrocket. 2nd walk of this game for him. 3rd overall for McKendree. And that'll bring Moises Gomez to the plate with nobody out and a runner at first. Had a good chat with Alfonso before the game today about his time at the University of Arizona. Pop fly along the infield, foul territory. First baseman Black. 1 pitch, 1 out to Gomez with the runner at first. Rivas' time in Tucson, 3 years, included a trip to Omaha. Played for Head coach Jay Johnson is now head man at LSU. Just won the national championship at the helm of the Tigers. Pop fly, shallow left this time. Collins makes the catch. Isaac retires Koperniak, and back-to-back one-pitch pop outs. That's one of those you kind of circle in the development of things at this level. A guy walks someone to lead off the inning on 5 pitches, and the next 2 guys swing first pitch and don't do damage. Gavin Collins now. I want to see a couple more. Make him come to the zone. That's upstairs. Collins skied to left in the second inning. Gavin, 28-year-old from Newport Beach, California. Played collegiately at Mississippi State. Signed a minor league contract this past offseason after a year, as we mentioned earlier, in the American Association. Drives that one foul and out of play down the left field line. Spent the first 7 seasons of his pro career in the Guardians organization, including 2 years at AAA Columbus. Time in the Fall League. 13th round pick back in 2016. Leaves it out, worked a full count. Graduate of El Toro High School, same high school as Nolan Arenado. Ground ball, foul down the line at third. Before that leadoff walk to Rivas, McKendry had retired 7 straight. In fact, 17 in a row were retired in this game between the two teams. Collins uses his timeout. McGreevy 10 in a row. We'll try to add on to that next half inning. Skied to center, Weimer. Through 4 in Memphis. Redbirds 3, Sounds nothing. Redbirds fans, with 2 great ways to win millions. Hurry into any Tennessee lottery retailer and play Powerball and Mega Millions. Powerball drawings held every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Mega Millions every Tuesday and Friday. Step up to the plate and play today. Eric Haas takes one up and in. Haas, Miller, and Capra, same portion that went 1, 2, 3 in the second. Check swing, went around, pitch to strike anyway. Of course, in all technicalities, McGreevy has not sent 10 down in a row, but he's faced the minimum over the last 10 because Johnny Hernandez was thrown out at second, trying to turn a single into a double. That was to lead off a couple frames ago in the third. To appreciate all of you joining us here on Valley Live, or if you're watching on MLB.TV, especially with no Cardinals game. If you have MLB TV hooked up to your MLB app, Redbirds games are accessible right there on the Watch tab. Three-two pitch from McGreevy. Pounded into the ground and through the left side. Sinker top of the zone, had to come with a strike. And Prieto playing well on the line. Traditional shortstop positioning for Fermin, and third hit of the night for Nashville. Each team with 3 hits now. I'll check on Haas at first. Miller ground out victim to Prieto's last time. Takes one up and in. McGreevy's season high in innings pitched is 5. Season high in pitch count this season. Is 80. Did so last time out at Indianapolis. Couple away from 60 here. How about another ground ball? Line drive foul. Always a lot of ground ball double plays when he's on the mound. Feels like whenever he needs one, he gets one. This is inside. Including the first inning on opening day, and a 4-6-3 double play to get him out of that. Two. Doubleheader tomorrow, so length from McGreevy would be much appreciated. All right, Ben Johnson in that third base dugout. Gordon Graceffo and Adam Kloffenstein will start the pair. That one's bounced off the front foot of Miller. Graceffo against Carlos Rodriguez at 5:05. Kloffenstein and Tobias Myers. About a half hour following game 1. And Saturday, Sam Robertson against Aaron Ashby. Ashby optioned to Nashville before the ball game today. First inning, they've truly made McGreevy grind through. A lot of foul balls here with 2 strikes from Miller. Here is that ground ball. Fermin finds Sejaci on the first, a double play. Bound to happen. Not an if, but a when. 2 down. Benny Capra popped out to the second baseman Sejaci in shallow right. That was to end the second. Capra 1 for 4. Another run scored back on Tuesday. McGreevy is rolling, is 1-2. Chopper. Barehand. Prieto. Pick. Not made, and it hit the runner. Would have been safe anyway. That should be ruled a base hit. We'll see for official word. If it is a hit, and it is, fourth hit of this game. That's the second infield hit today for Nashville. The one in the first for Tyler Black. Stayed in the infield. Both of them didn't even leave the infield grass. So JC had to range a long way behind the mound in that first inning, and that time Prieto had to try it with the bare hand. Sends the inning for Yanni Hernandez. Redbirds will have the top of the order in the bottom half of this fifth inning. They don't have a hit since that 3-run first. Hernandez, his last time, he was the man that singled to left and was thrown out at second on that play by Jared Young. Squares around the bunt, puts it down, and it's foul. Trying to catch Prieto back at third. But gives McGreevy a second strike. That pitch was a good 6 inches, maybe more, above the strike zone. McGreevy does not have a strikeout since the final out of the first. Capra back with a dive, has decent speed. Swing and miss, strike 3. Sinker above the zone for strikeout number 2. He's through 5, all scoreless. Halfway through this ball game, Birds by 3. He's been really good outside that first inning. 3 runs on 3 hits for Memphis, all coming in that first. Only base runner since was a leadoff walk last inning to Alfonso Rivas. Quickly 2-0 on Jose. Singleton scored in that first, flying to center in the second. Pull shift on him. Line shot, left field. That'll get to the wall. Jose, he's sinking 2, picked up by Collins. And a stand-up double for Jose Fermin. Continues to tick up the leaderboard in the batting average tally. That one smoked. Similar pitch, a little more over the plate than his single in the first inning. Hit that one harder, but in the same spot, gets all the way to the wall for 2. Jared Young now, 0 for 2. Fly to right, ground out to second. Line shot off one of the seats in the first row. Well, if you don't get a hit here, they'll take either a fly to right or ground ball to second. Move that runner 90 feet. He's going to take off on his own. Throw it down to third. Fermin steals third. A sprinting lead off McKendry, the pitcher. Now flying to right brings home the run. Not even close. Good pitch to run on, too, a changeup. 0-2 on Young. That's upstairs. Infield comes even with the base paths. 1-2 to Young. That's upstairs. Remember Young's Redbirds debut on the Saturday of the first homestand. A home run and a triple. Just needs some contact here out of the infield. Leaves that one up and away. Full count. He's also walked a ton. Leaves that one low and in, ball 4. First two have reached. They're at the corners here in the 5th. Oh, 2 and completely lost him. Thomas Sajaci looking for his second hit with runners in scoring position this season. Coming into this situation, he's 1 for 11 with a double. Has brought home 3. But he struck out 5 times. Infield normal depth here. Black holding on Young at first as Caleb Freeman starts to throw. In the air, well hit towards center. Playable for Weimer. Should be well deep enough to plate for Mean. Young is not going to tag to second. He'll hold it first. To sacrifice fly for Sajaci. Now has 5 driven in this season and pads the lead to 4-0. Productive plate appearance there for Thomas. It's actually Rob Zastryzny warming up in the bullpen. That one is well hit deep toward right. A long ball. The highest of high fly balls out to right. His 4th home run this season. 42 degrees of launch angle. My goodness. 6-0. There's getting under it, and then there's getting under it. Almost right into the lap of the Pujols chair, and that's likely going to be it for McKendry. We'll see Zastryzny. 6-0 Redbirds. 1 out, bottom 5. Left-handed pitcher Rob Zastryzny comes out of the bullpen. Well, crescent moon action on this Thursday. Pitch clock violation straight out of the pen. Welcome to the ball game, Rob. Last year spent in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization, including time with the Pirates. Baker takes a strike, 1-0, rather 1-1. Pitched collegiately at the University of Missouri. Popped up. Foul territory. Haas. Alfonso Rivas, couple more walks for him. Another 3-run frame for Memphis here in this 5th inning. A sacrifice fly from Sajaci, followed by a 2-run home run from Prieto. This is Strizny, a member of the 2016 World Champion Chicago Cubs. Was with Chicago 16 through 18. And was in the minors and elsewhere 2019 until 2022 when he broke back with the Mets, also with the Angels that season. Appeared in 21 games with the Pirates last year. Pretty solid 1-0 with a 4.79 ERA. 1-2 pitch. On the ground toward first. Black will take it himself and end the inning. Redbirds double their lead here in the fifth. It's now 6 to the 6th we go. Redbirds fans, do you have lucky numbers? Well, you can play them with Cash 3 and Cash 4. Your chance to win top prizes from $500 to $5,000. And add Wild Ball for more winning combos. Stop by any Tennessee Lottery retailer and play today. Redbird's lucky number today has been 3. A pair of 3-run innings, a 3-run home run in the first, and 3 runs, 2 of which coming from a home run in the 5th. Michael McGreevy back out for the 6th here. He's been on cruise, trying to stay that way. Nearing his season high pitch count of 80. 1-2 on Chavez Young, the 9-hole man. Swing and miss, strike 3. Third strikeout and second in as many hitters. 2 times through, just 4 hits. And 2 above the minimum. Helped out by a 6-4-3 double play and an outfield assist today. Climbed the ladder with the sinker. Identical pitch to one he got Yanni Hernandez to end the 5th inning. Isaac Collins now, his 2nd plate appearance. First came back in the 3rd. He skied to center. In the spot of Chris Roller. It was 0 for 1 with a ground out in the 1st. Three-two. Couple things could be going on in the Redbirds bullpen. A lot of them moving around. That could be either to 1, get warm, or 2, get warm. Ground ball toward Fermin at short. On the run. Good stretch Baker. 2 outs. It's really chilly surface level. Everybody has their sweatshirts on. But also, just about that time where we'll start warming up and start throwing. It looks like somebody will. Out there and left. As Joey Weimer digs in against McGreevy. Looks to be right-hander Kyle Leahy down there. There's another ground ball toward Prieto. Backhand play. And throw dug out nicely by Lucan Baker at first. Another 1-2-3 for McGreevy. The 4th time he's done that tonight. He has not faced more than 4 in any frame. Shutout through 6 for him. Redbirds lead by 6. Bottom third of the Memphis order here in the bottom of the 6th. As Vladimir Gutierrez will make his Milwaukee Brewers organizational debut. Earlier this week, claimed off waivers from Cincinnati. Reported here to Memphis on Tuesday. And getting his first action here. Brings it, and it's fouled back. An arm the Reds liked very, very much. When it came up, swing and miss. Last pitch with Cincinnati against Pittsburgh. That was back on March 31st. Went 4 innings, allowed 3 runs, 2 walks, and struck out 4. Winds up over the head. Of course, began this season with Miami, did Gutierrez. After beginning his career in Cincinnati, that's fouled off the screen. Gomez stays alive. Might need some new lumber. Checks it and will keep it. That's off the fists again. Gomez today, a walk and a pop out. Good look at Owen Miller, the third baseman. Breaking ball, Anthony's called strike 3. As low as that ABS zone will go, first strikeout by a Redbird batter today. Good diving action on that one. Matt Koperniak 0 for 2. Gutierrez underwent Tommy John surgery in July 2 seasons ago. Caused him to miss any major league action last year, as that's in foul territory. Miller ran out of room and hit off the facade right there. In front of the man. That's a jersey if I've ever seen one. 1-2. Two on Koperniak here. Outside, full count. Vladimir, a native of Havana, Cuba. Fly ball, Weimer. 2 outs. Gavin Collins. Catching room for Memphis getting just a bit more crowded. Pedro Pajes option back down for the game today as Lars Nootbaar was activated. Good to see him back healthy. He'll travel with the club out to Arizona. Start the major league portion of his season at Chase Field. Right-hander throwing in the bullpen. Looks like he will have the top half of the 7th inning. It would be in relief of a tremendous outing for Michael McGreevy. 6 shutout innings for him so far. Collins bounces that one up the middle. Backhand stop. Hernandez gets up and throws out Collins at first. 1-2-3 inning in the Brewers organizational debut for Vladimir Gutierrez. Still Michael McGreevy, the Redbirds starter out there. Shutout ball through 6 innings so far, 84 pitches. Right-hander is ready. In the bullpen, if needed. Tyler Black, Brewer Hicklin, Eric Haas. 3, 4, and 5 due up for Nashville here in the 7th. No runs on 4 hits against McGreevy. He has not walked anybody. He has struck out 3. Seven outs on the ground, 7 in the air. 3 strikeouts and an outfield assist. The 18 outs that McGreevy has gotten so far. Looking for another. Stays 2-2. Tyler Black, a single in the first. And ground out to Thomas Sajaci in the 4th. Thomas playing second base today. He was shortstop on opening day, third base a couple nights ago, now at second. It's a very versatile Redbirds group of infielders. Sajaci, Fermin, Prieto, Nick Dunn. And play all 3 of the second, short, and third combination. As McGreevy walks his first base runner of the ball game, it's Tyler Black, and a leadoff walk in the 7th. Brewer Hicklin with an 0-for-2 night so far. And Johnson going to let McGreevy ride here. Knowing he's a ground ball guy, already has 1 double play. That was the only other time a leadoff runner reached base. I'll check on Black at first. He got back in time. It was the second double play ball that McGreevy had rolled this season. Back to his first inning of work on opening day. Focus on Black here is 0-for-1 in stolen base attempts this season. Running at first after leading off with a walk. 1-0 pitch, cut on and missed. Gavin Collins this season has not had anybody attempt to steal against him. This is just his second start behind the plate. D.H. Hicklin at the plate. 2-1. Broken bat on the ground. Fermin, underhand toss, in time at second. That was close. Hit too softly with the bat broken to turn 2. But importantly, they get the lead runner. Double play stays in order with 1 out here in the 7th. Now it's the catcher and much slower runner, Eric Haas. Look at the play at first. Kind of the opposite foot needed for a stretch there from Thomas Sajaci. Second baseman covering the bag. Backhand pick on a strike. Extreme low and away portion of that ABS strike zone. Last day of this series that we will see it. 0-1. Jam shot foul down the line at third. McGreevy's best outing last year was 7 innings of shutout baseball. He did that twice, both on day games. Redbirds actually really struggling in night games to start this season. Just 1 win at night this year. Coming in 1-5 under the lights. Haas 1 for 2 today. 1-2 the count on him. Runner at first and 1 out. Ribby steps off. Hicklin running at first, reached on a fielder's choice following the leadoff walk of Tyler Black. 99th pitch from Michael McGreevy. Swing and foul tip into the mitt of Collins. He held on. Says home plate umpire Kelvis Velez. That is going to be likely it for McGreevy. Ben Johnson out to chat with his right-hander, points to the bullpen, and that'll be it for him. 99 pitches, a downright phenomenal third start of the season for Michael McGreevy. Has not allowed a run through 6 2/3. Is responsible for the runner at first base as Kyle Leahy tries to seal his shutout. After this on Bally Live. And Johnson goes to right-handed reliever Kyle Leahy, who's been downright nasty this season. 5th appearance of the campaign. Runner at first, 2 down here in the 7th. Trying to cap off McGreevy's shutout performance. 6 2/3 so far, 4 strikeouts. Responsible for the runner, Brewer Hicklin at first base. He reached on a fielder's choice following a leadoff walk. Leahy allowed his first hit of the season in his most recent appearance back on Saturday in the doubleheader at Indianapolis. Also struck out 2. Ground ball for me. Diving stop. Gets up. Can't get it out of the glove. Good job to even get to that baseball. Chance for Hicklin, who runs pretty well, to go first to third if it gets through. But we'll never know if he did because it didn't. Owen Miller. 5-3 ground out, 6-4-3 double play. Three of the 5 hits for Nashville, infield hits. Vinny Capra at the plate. Line drive, left field, coming on Young. His throw is a beaut to the cutoff man, causing Ned Yost IV to hold up Hicklin at third. Bases are loaded now. If that run from third does come in, and that would spoil a good outing from McGreevy. It's currently a shutout effort. Yanni Hernandez. He's 1 for 2. Struck out his last time. Bouncing ball foul. Left-handed hitters against Kyle Leahy this season are 0 for 7. Swing and miss. Just the third plate appearance against Leahy with a runner in scoring position this year. Hernandez crushing the ball. 5 of 8 with runners at second and or third. Bases loaded here. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Swing and miss, strike 3. Kyle Leahy strands him loaded. Cues to the stretch. Redbirds by 6. Big point of the game in that top of the 7th. Bases loaded, stranded for Nashville. For 2 reasons. Keeps the shutout intact for Memphis pitching, and the shutout effort of Michael McGreevy goes 6 2/3 without allowing a run. And it keeps the Redbirds up by 6 with their top of the order at the plate. McGreevy allowed 4 hits, walked 1, and struck out 4. 3-0 on Fermin, who was 2 for 3, scored twice, single, a double, and a fly to center. Redbirds looking for their 5th win of the season and 3rd here at AutoZone Park. 5th home game of the season. They'll have 4 more, including a doubleheader tomorrow. This week. Tons of action at the ballpark. Oh my. Yeah, let's see that one again here. Scuffed the heel on his delivery. And down he goes. And hits Fermin on the next pitch. Those that are enjoying $2 beers, enjoying that. Including the group behind the Nashville dugout. You know who's not enjoying that is Fermin. Takes it right off the elbow. Jared Young. Pull shift on him. Walked and scored his last time. One. Redbirds lead by 6 despite being out hit tonight. 6-5 sounds in that category. Could be for 6 and 3. Hernandez, Capra, and Black for the first 2 outs of this 7th. Thomas Sujaisi, productive night for him out of the 3-hole. 1 for 2, a single and a run scored in the first, fly to right in the 3rd, but sac fly to center in the 5th inning. That made it 4-0. Batter after him was Cesar Prieto, hit his 4th home run of the season. Made it 6-0. That's where we're at right now. This is our first Throwback Thursday of 2024. It means for some new graphics in the stadium as well, with the Chicks logos and everything. Twitter is absolutely loving the green on the scoreboard in the outfield. A couple of references to backyard baseball video games. Ground ball to first. Black takes it himself. Only thing different here tonight is that Pete Wheeler ain't walking through that door. We head to the 8th, 6-0.
Chavez.
Leahy stranded the bases loaded in the 7th inning with a strikeout. Gets a clean inning here. Bouncer, Sajasi. One pitch, one out. Leahy retires young. Forcing fastball at the knees. It's pounded to second. Isaac Collins, his third try at the plate. Defensive replacement back in the 2nd inning. Just a satisfying game of baseball for Memphis Redbirds fans everywhere. Lucan Baker hits his daily home run. Cesar Prieto the same. 6 2/3 shutout from McGreevy that was really at no point dramatic. The exception of the bases loaded situation with Leahy on the mound. In the top half of last inning, he came in with a runner at first and 2 outs and gave up back-to-back singles to push the shutout breaking run to third. Seeing good defense from Memphis. Double play and outfield assist. Another good throw from Jared Young in left to hold that run at third base. As Leahy walks Collins here. Joey Weimer will step in. Weimer 0 for 3. Cal trying to find the field for that slider. Bounced the previous one in and hit the strike zone, but well high there. There was a sweeper outside, 1-1. Ryan Middendorf. He was the guy that came out of the bullpen on Tuesday, but never threw a pitch because the tarp went on the field. Line shot, left center field, base hit, and it gets by Koperniak. They're going to hold Collins at third. In with a single and an error is Weimer at second. Second and third, 1 out for Tyler Black. Hit it on a line, but off the end of the bat. Just an awkward hop for Koperniak. Black a single, a walk, and a ground down. Oh, baby, that was nasty. Black uncomfortable swinging at that curveball. Leahy unblemished on the season. He's thrown 7 innings in relief this campaign. This is his 5th appearance. But in trouble here. Heart of this Nashville lineup. Back up the box and throws to first. Behind the back, look what I found. And of course, the demeanor of I do that every day. Yes, sir, please and thank you. Brewer Hicklin. Big hack. Credit Collins with good base running at third. Not to get too far off that third base bang and hung up between third and home. Gets away from Collins. Not deep enough to plate that run at third. Good catching there. First base open. Eric Haas on deck. He's 1 for 3. Hicklin 0 for 3 at the plate. Nobody throwing in the Memphis bullpen. Two and 1. Hicklin, a great start to the season. .314 average, counting his 0 for 3 today. 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position this year. 3 and 1. Hitters count. A single and a triple, 3 runs batted in for Hicklin with runners in scoring position. Has 2 of them there here. Swing, and he did. Full count. Call that a sword. He's gotten some funky swings when he's had the feel for the breaking pitch in this inning. Leahy struck out a man with the bases loaded in the 7th. Has a full count, 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in the 8th. Anthony, strike 3! Perfectly placed fastball at 96. Bottom 8, 6-0 Redbirds. Right-hander Ryan Middendorf, right-handed reliever. Faces left-handed hitting Cesar Prieto as a left-handed pitcher gets warm in the left center field bullpen. Looks like John King. That one's in the air, deep out toward right, toward the corner, playable, and caught. Well, his home run was 42 degrees of launch angle. That one was 45, and the difference between 4 bases and 0. Luke Baker steps in. He has a home run. A 3-run shot in the first. Mentioned, of course, the announcement of baby girl coming in October for Baker and his wife. Well, the announcement came. They did a gender reveal. It was like a race between a blue. Someone in a blue suit and someone in a pink kind of jumbo suit on one. In the air, well hit, deep out to right. Back is Young. He's at the track and catches it again. Just missed his second homer of the day. Well, the 2 guys in the suit, Kyle Leahy was in the blue blow-up. Gordon Graceffo in the pink, and Gordon won the race. 2 down in the 8th. John King will have the 9th. Alfonso Rivas at the plate, a strike. 0 for 1 with 2 walks. 2-2, big hack there. Swing and miss, foul tip, but the same result. 1-2-3 inning for Middendorf here in the 8th. King trying to crown the Redbirds in the 9th. They lead by 6. Left-handed reliever John King here in the 9th inning. I saw him here in Memphis on opening day. Got the save in that one and was called up. Spent about 10 days with St. Louis. That one's hit a ton deep out to left, and there goes the shutout. Eric Haas, a long ball, his first of the season. It's 6-1. Change up at the knees. 403 feet to left center. Vinny Capra. Birds still up 5. No reason to panic. Haas, Miller, and Capra due up here. 5, 6, 7 for Nashville. At risk of going a game under 500. Line shot back up the box. Some hard contact against King here in the 9th. King, the only man other than Ryan Ludus to record a save this season for Memphis. Ludus has 2. Vinny Capra singles in his last 2 plate appearances. He's 2 for 3. Nashville has 9 hits, just 1 run to show for it. Meanwhile, Memphis 6 runs on 5 hits. Foul down the left field line. Bouncer up the middle, taking Sajaci to the bag. Nobody covering, but they step on it. Sajaci getting the put out there. Tough to turn 2 with Capra running. He replaces Miller at first. That's the first out of this night. Johnny Hernandez struck out each the last 2 times. Fly ball to right. Gomez kind of slipped on his first step nearing the line. And the Redbirds 1 out away from their 5th win of the season. Chavez Young in the way of that currently. He is 0 for 3. 9th man in the Sounds order tonight. They've left 7 runners on base. They've scored once. Line shot to Baker, and that's the ball game. Satisfying victory for Memphis here to even up the series at a game apiece. Michael McGreevy gets his first win of the year, 6 2/3 shutout, 4 hits, 1 walk,